So it's our first podcast ever with my boys, Javi and Tony from Tint Stars. Introduce yourself.
I'm Javi.
And I'm Tony.
So, what is Tint Stars? Explain the meaning behind Tint Stars.
Tint Stars is a community, bro. I think all the people that have known Tint Stars from the start has really known Tint Stars from the start. For the reason being, we've absolutely documented the whole process. Like, the whole process. We've recorded everything. And I think that's, like, the coolest thing we probably could have ever done, because, like, not a lot of people see what a come-up is.
Like, what people, like small businesses actually go through to make it into, like, a bigger business.
Yeah, bro. We always, what's it called? We post, like, all the things literally we go through, bro. Like, when a client, like, comes to, like, he calls us out on something that goes bad, or, like, he complains about something, we post it, We're not posting.
You guys are super real. I noticed that the day I started working with you guys. Like,
yeah, bro.
There's no one, like, and props to you guys for being, like, this genuine. Like, I came in, I was like, all right, these two kids, like, they got these tattoos, like, I don't know.
Hey, bro.
I'm playing. I didn't expect a lot. I was like, all right, I'm pulling up to these dudes' garages. Like, is this just like a side hustle? Or are they trying to make this a business,
Absolutely everybody was telling us, oh, that's a good side hustle. That's a good side job for you to do. Oh, what are you going to do after that, though? Like, college, all that.
Literally.
Bro, heard it from absolutely
a lot of people
everybody.
They've been like, oh, this is like your side hustle. And I'll be like, we do it full time, and thankfully we've been booked for consistently at least 2 to 3 cars a day, and I'm very grateful. We're very grateful for that. We can say it's a full-time job.
Just tell them what you tinted today.
Today we tinted our first M4 G80.
Sheesh. Okay. Yeah, these dudes, like, they've been going crazy lately. So I run their Instagram, if you guys don't know, and sometimes, like, bro, low key, my phone just be blowing up. Tint Stars. When can I make an appointment? And I feel like, dude, if it wasn't for us, like, working as a team, like, we wouldn't be here right now. I want to be where I am. I know I've learned a lot from you guys. Your family, like, I love your family. It's super, like, welcoming, like, and I just didn't expect that, like, coming into that home. And you guys probably didn't expect anything from me.
When we first, we texted Ben, we got in contact with him. We didn't even, like, ask him for, like his work. We just completely trusted him. Didn't know where he was from. Didn't know anything about him. We paid him, and we just loved his work. And, like, the craziest thing is that we just didn't even ask for any of his work and just trusted.
Yeah, bro. I drove.
Start.
I think it was like an hour. It's like an hour. Yeah. I drove an hour. I'm like, dude, let's go. And then the first ever video we did, bro, it got like 10, 15K views. Everyone was reposting it. And from that day, I was like, these dudes are already getting so much love on their first post. Just imagine all the people that are just going to keep on welcoming.
Hell yeah, bro.
And to that day, I was just like, these guys, like, they got the talent. Like, you're not fake. You're not. And I've told them before, I'm like, hey, like, you guys should do some, like, lifestyle stuff. And they're like, hey, we're not at that point yet. And, like, I really respected that, because, like, you took that to your heart, and you're like, dude, like, I can't be flexing a fake life. And, like, just tell them what we did for what was it, Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Tell them what we did.
Oh yeah, bro. That was definitely a highlight of Tint Stars. You feel me? Prior to that, prior to Thanksgiving, Christmas, what was it?
It was Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Prior to that, business was a little slow, but at the same time, we kept on, like, getting our at least 1 car a day. But towards, like, the end of the month is usually when we pay back. You feel me? And that whole month, I'm telling you, like, it was going bad or whatever. But somehow, I don't know what it was, but we're stacked, like, a whole 2-3 weeks of work, stacked, and it was like such a good blessing, because You know, we weren't really used to being like booked out and all that. But what's it called? Thanksgiving was coming up, all that. My mom, you know, she's always been like really religious. She's always telling me about God. She's the one that's always like, you know, really pushed God into me. To be thankful, to be grateful for all that. Yeah, so that whole month, what's it called? It was going bad, and then like towards the end of the month, it started going good. But what's it called? We were really thankful for the opportunities that we had, and we decided to give food to the homeless, gloves, hats, and it was just like such a good reflection.
It was a good feeling.
It was a good feeling because, you know, that was the first time having money, and the first thing we did was help out people. You feel me? And like it's just like that really pushed in my head. Like, imagine I like had this shit every day. You feel me? And I could just bless people.
Just throwing out hundreds to the homeless.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I mean, shit, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like we've all been getting blessed lately, money, health, and it's like, why, if we're getting blessed, why can't we bless other people? You know,
bro.
Just showing like the presence of God through us. And I bet you, 2 of those people, they were like, they probably asked God. They were like, hey, if you're up there, you're gonna help me. And God sent to us. You know what I mean? Like, stuff doesn't happen by chance.
Yeah, bro. Bro. Yeah, God is definitely something huge and big that's part of me. You know, when we met Ben and shit, you know, when we first started talking to him and everything, like, you know, one of his main things that he talked to us about was literally about God. And so, like, when we heard about that, it's just like an instant connection, you know? Like, there's like no more us being shy. Like, we both knew, like, we both had like the same morals, the same mentality, and it's like, to have a successful business, you really need a successful team, you know? And us 3, bro, we've absolutely killed it. So I think we're pretty blessed to have all 3 of us together, same spot.
We're killing it to this day, dude. Let's just talk about it. Let me pull it up.
And like,
so how much followers were you guys at when I started working with you guys?
it was
200, 300.
It was 200. So
200.
When we first started our account, we did a little giveaway from 0 followers. And that got us our first 100. It was like 125 followers. And then from there, like...
Keep in mind, we still didn't even know how to fully tint.
We didn't know how to tint. We were just, you know...
just doing giveaways.
Still, you know, we're still, doing giveaways, but we're still documenting everything. Like, posting every day. At least, like, there's something, like, always, like, posted, you know, just making sure that account's never, like, just dead.
And now...
And we did go, like a month or like 2 months without posting anything. And... you know, we just got back right on it. Like, just post.
And currently, you guys are at 1,283 followers, which is insane for...
Shout out our followers.
Shout out all our followers.
Not even a year?
Yeah, that's about it. I'm, like, working with you, or... Yeah.
Not even a year,
Not even
bro.
a year. It's been, like, what, 5-6 months?
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
And, like, from now on, like, from here, it's only just going to get better.
Bro,
bigger.
I'm trying to hit, like, 10K by the end of this year with y'all.
It's possible. 100%. Can't wait.
Telling you guys, just...
But we're on here to talk about us. So what do you think was the hardest part going into the tint industry?
Having trust from people. You know, when you bring a car to 2, at the moment, high schoolers, bringing your vehicle to 2 high schoolers' garage and letting them work on your car, it's definitely gotta be nerve-wracking, bro.
I know. Yeah, a lot of people, you know, thank you guys to all the people that have trusted us, but there has been people, like, you know, that don't trust us, or like, for example, we had somebody, like, a couple people, they're like, oh, you guys aren't even a real business, like, you know, why should I bring my car to you guys? Why this, why that, right?
Yeah.
That shit happened last month.
Yeah, it was like a month ago. But, I mean,
if you're watching this, hey, that kind of hurt my feelings. We're a real business, bro.
But yeah, and I mean, right now we're just making best of what we have, which is we're out of our garage, my garage right now, and soon, hopefully soon, within the near future, we have a shop where we.
Dude, I'm thinking you guys are gonna have one by this year, bro. End of this year, you're gonna have one. Promise you.
Bro, it's not far from our thoughts, bro.
By the attraction that I see you guys are getting right now, and the clientele, and just the people that are referring you guys, and you guys genuinely love tinting. That's the thing. It's not for money. You genuinely love giving people the satisfaction of their car.
We just love the satisfaction of like people's reaction towards their car, like them loving it. I feel like that's what like gives me a good feeling. Like when the client likes like how their car looks.
And you're making friends with your clients as well.
Dude, so one thing, so when I worked at the shop at Untouched Chicago, when I worked over there, one thing that I noticed off the owner is that every client there was received with a firm handshake, a fat ass smile, a good hug. It was just like it wasn't just a client, you feel me?
Yeah.
And that was like one of the biggest takes I took from working over there, and that's exactly how I treat everybody, you feel me? Like I always try to have a positive attitude, have a smile when I see my clients, telling them, hey, nice to meet you, I'm Javi, this is Tony. And honestly, like from the jump, when you say hi to your client, that's part of your work, you feel me? And a client will come back to you, and he will come back to you, he will refer you for the way you treat him, you feel me? Because it's not just I tint your car, I receive your money. Nah, but like it's
actually like building a bond with them, like just talking to them and just being like yourself with them, you know, just type of shit. If you're gonna like your homie, you know.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people, their businesses fail because they don't understand that aspect of their business. If I didn't make friends with you guys and I just came, shot, left, chances are you still won't be working with me. I mean, I'm in this dude's house every Wednesday eating tacos with his dad. I'm like, hola, vato! Like, you have to make...
Every Wednesday, my dad's like, hey, my dad calls me el vato or something like that. And he's like, why we need el vato ahora? And just makes tacos every Wednesday.
I'm like, see,
they're good. Shout out my dad.
But you just have to build a connection with anyone. And I mean, even meeting people, I found this out, like, you got to network. No matter who it is with. It could be your teacher. You have to treat everyone the same way and go into it. Meet someone and be like, all right, this is a potential like business opportunity. With whatever your business you're in, you have to go into it thinking like that. So you have to have that mindset going into anything, just like, hey, like imagine this was a client. Just treating everyone the same. You know what I mean? Just like going into it with your mind clear. All right, this could be a chance where I could get a potential client, but right now, just gonna meet them and know them.
Your client's any client, you gotta treat every client good, because that one client can be the one that changes your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We met one client, shout out Jerry, he brought us his BMW, and he brought us his BMW. He's like, hey, like at 10 of the night, he's like, bro, I need my car tinted, yada, yada, yada. Like, I found you on Snapchat, yada. I'm like, all right, bro.
I don't know. Where were we? That night, we were like, what were we doing that night?
I don't know,
Probably partying.
Nah. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think we were out, you know.
They was drinking what was behind me.
Yeah, we were killing a couple of Don Julio bottles. But that's not that's not what I'm getting to. We just get this message, yo, can you like, what did he needed a windshield tint, and then we're like, it's a dope car. It's like one of our first dope cars.
Our first BMW, let's just say. Our first decent BMW.
It's a M5, and we said fuck it, let's do it, right? Like, you know.
Flash forward, he posted us that night. Hella DMs, bro, like nonstop, like a Snapchat, Instagram, whatever, just like texting us. And from that tape, bro, like ever since that day, like we just did not stop. We did not stop. And bro, like it was such a game changer. You feel me? And it's like that's the whole reason on why you should appreciate all your clients and value each one of your clients and make every client feel appreciated and valuable, you know? Because 10 Stars isn't nothing without you guys. So
100%.
huge shout out to all of you guys. If you ask who's 10 Stars, we are 10 Stars. And each one of us, you know, grateful for you guys, and we're so excited to just expand and just show you guys
bigger and
what we
build,
are.
Just build a bigger community. It's been 2 months into 2025, and a lot of people say it's like slow seasons and it's just cold outside, it's snowing, but thankfully we've been booked.
Yeah, but going back on
Yeah, guys, it's only gonna get bigger,
Yeah.
and we're just gonna expand more and just build a bigger community.
and going back on saying like one client can change your life, like I preach it, like when I tell all my people, like, you guys genuinely changed my life. First ever client, like, you trusted me. And at that time, like, I had all the equipment, everything, but I wasn't the best, and you guys stuck with me through it. And now we're creating movies, and now it's just like, it's only gonna get better and better each day. Just like how no offense, like the first shoot I went to their house and I was like, all right, it's gonna be like 2 hours, get there at like 4. They don't finish the car until like midnight, bro. I'm like,
All right, guys.
I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this every week, bro.
I'm
Like,
not gonna lie, it's nerve-wracking just having a big camera
In front of your
in front of
face.
you. That's like the first ever time I felt like a YouTuber. You know, like it was pretty.
What the f*** is on YouTube?
Yeah, and I just had to get, you know, you just gotta get used to it. You just gotta get comfortable, and like just being comfortable with each other just helps you even more. Just be yourself on camera.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, I mean, I pulled up. I was like, all right, like 9 to 12 or 4 to 12, and then they're like, hey, you want some pizza? Like, you know what? You know, none of my clients have ever offered me some pizza.
Mind you, Ben was like, I'm on a diet. I'm trying to cut. I was like, you want some pizza? He's like, hell yeah.
No.
Ate the whole box.
Hey, to my trainer, that's not true. Yeah, but dude, yeah, it's just going back to like, just really who you are in the business space.
Yeah, you gotta have a character.
If you're an asshole, you're gonna meet asshole clients. If you're genuine, you're gonna meet genuine clients. That's why I met you guys. And it's just surreal. Like, it's not by chance. You're like, oh, like, well, like, what do you do? Oh, you know, I go to church. Like, you know, I pray to God. Like, you're like, oh, you probably didn't expect that. You're like, oh, okay, like I do too. And then we connected on that level. And now it's just like, we just talk about God, like, just regular. Cause like at that time, like, I didn't know if you were like anything else than like Christian or Catholic. I was like, okay, like maybe I do bring it up, maybe I don't. So I brought it up, and they're like, dude, I was just at church camp. And I was like, what? Like I was just at church camp too. And we just connected. And that's just how it is.
Yeah, bro.
But
I think really like having that connection with each other like helps both of us grow. Like, for example, like there's something that either you do wrong or we do wrong, we just tell each other about it.
yeah,
You know?
we're straight up.
And we're straight up with each other, and like we both learn from it. You know,
Exactly.
do it better next time.
And let's talk about having a business in 2025. We're young. I just bought my LLC in December.
We just bought our LLC.
It's been like a week, 2 weeks.
Barely know how to use it.
Barely.
Don't even have an accountant yet. And tax season's coming up. If you're an accountant out there, please hit me up. I'm desperate. But yeah, I mean, we're so young. I'm 18, turning 19 in March. You guys are 19, turning 20, right?
Yeah.
And it's not common for people our age having a business. It's not. everyone our age is in college or they're living in their parents' basement doing nothing, working a 9 to 5. Nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5. I used to work a 9 to 5, but you got to have side passions. You got to do something on the side and make that your main goal. So let's just talk about some of the main struggles that we have as young business owners.
Well, I could say you definitely like learn as you go. So
Yeah.
like, I'm sure none of us were like, woke up and like knew how to run a business.
Exactly.
You definitely like over time you learn things, you learn the game. The longer you are in the industry, obviously the better you get. But I feel like you just as time passes, you just learn new things. And
So what's been one of the most common struggles for you, Javi?
I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Biggest struggle is definitely when you're working a 9 to 5 and you want to be your own boss and you really vision yourself being your own boss. You think it's all 1 + 1, an easy equation. You become a boss. You become a boss and you get money. No. Depending on your own pay, it means you depend on yourself. So you don't work, you don't get this. You feel me? And it's simple as that. I mean, you just really gotta work 24/7. While we're working, we're answering messages. We're finishing up a car and we're still answering messages. It could be 1 a.m. and we're still answering messages. Wake up the next morning, I got work, but in the middle of the work, I gotta answer messages. Me and Tony run all our DMs and our work schedule, and honestly, it's a big mess. It still is, and
it gets hard. Trying to obviously. We tent from 9 in the morning till like whenever, till whatever time.
When you guys feel like it.
Whenever we feel like finishing, right? And the hard part is just like, you gotta answer DMs, you gotta work, you gotta finish a job, you gotta get back to the client. You don't want to leave them undelivered, and it's hard. That's how. But I feel like that like shows that like, how do I say it? Like, for example, we got like we started posting on TikTok and we got like how many DMs was it?
it was the first night.
It was like
15 DMs.
It was like 20 DMs. I think it was.
Dude,
like,
yeah, they were like randomly, bro. It's like, mind you, it's like midnight. Javi's like, yo, bro, send me all the videos, bro. Like TikTok's blowing up. I'm like, what you mean?
Yeah,
I look at their TikTok. It's like 22,000 views on some like
we
crazy video.
We took a minute to like get into TikTok, which we should have like started TikTok posting TikTok since the jump.
Yeah.
But now we like actually realize that like, TikTok helps, and TikTok's like, everyone's on TikTok nowadays.
Follow us, Tint.stars on TikTok. We just started our account 3 days ago.
Yeah. 3 days ago, and we already had like one post got like 25K views, and like,
it's crazy.
And that day, like clients like, yo, I saw you guys on TikTok, asking for quotes, asking for this.
Crazy.
And it feels good. It's just having a lot of clients.
I just want to ask you guys. So, because you've told me this before, and it's kind of crazy to me. You were like, hey, like I told you, I was like, hey, it's gonna be. I'm not gonna say the number, but it's gonna be this number a month, the money.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, let's do it. No hesitation. You're like, all right, bet. And then like 2 months later, you were like, yo, bro, if I'm gonna be honest, we didn't even have the money. Like we just came up with it. Like,
bro, yeah.
When I tell you we've gone 5 months without pay, it's like, bro, the shittiest 5 months. But our ambition and our want to really have a fire business was much higher than our pride of getting money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And one thing I always learned from variety of people is invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Every dollar you put to yourself is just like, bro, it's just good for you, bro. You
Yeah,
feel
all
me?
our
And
like everything. We were doing a couple cars. Everything we would make back into like invested it into the business. We invested it into our cameraman, and which was probably like one of the best investments like anyone could do.
that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if I was in your shoes, like I probably would have not took that risk. Like, just some 18-year-old kid with a camera. Well, I can do that myself. Like, I can just set up a tripod, right?
Yeah.
But then at the end of the day, you guys aren't doing anything. You guys just do your job, I do my job. Simple as that. And a lot of people don't understand that about social media. A lot of people are like, "Hey, I'm just paying for you to hold a camera and just film me, right?"
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it comes down more to this. This is a family. If they tell me, they're like, "Hey, bro, I just did this for Sean." He's like, "Hey, bro, I don't got the money to run an ad. $80. Because, bro, I value you guys so much. If you told me you were in jail, you need $1,000 to bond you, I'm bonding you out, bro. I don't care. I'm going in my Honda Civic, going 160 on the highway for y'all, bro. Like, it's more than just a client. And, like, people don't understand, like, how social media works. And that's why, like, that's why I come in. I help you guys understand it. And then at the end of the day, you're making a friend. It can't get better than that. You're making a friend. Like, would you guys say that, like I look forward to coming to you guys' shop every Wednesday. There's not like a day where I'm like, oh,
bro, it's like it's a routine, bro. Like, you know, like every Wednesday, like we don't even ask him anymore. Like, "Hey, are you coming?" It's like we just know he's gonna be here at 4 on the dot. You feel me? And we appreciate that a lot because he comes from an hour away. So driving an hour every Wednesday.
Just driving home late at night.
Late at night.
oh yeah, bro, dude,
I know that.
Dude,
I know you'd be tired
I think it was
after eating all the pizza.
And tacos.
don't talk about that. But I think it was the third week
And
I was
cookies.
working with you guys. It was a nicer car, but you guys were tinting it. I know you messed up like 3 times on one window, and you're tinting it until like 12.
Bro.
And then I look at the time. I'm like, all right, like, you know, we're good, right?
I'm like Ben, just a little longer. Just a little longer. Like 20 more minutes.
And my mom was like calling me like,
And I said-
why are you there so late? I'm like, dude.
Bro.
So, and mind you, the next day, I don't even think you guys know this. I had to wake up like 6 a.m. to go to McHenry.
Nah, you called us. You told us.
I was like, bro, like I got home at like 1 a.m., showered, went to bed, woke up the next 3 hours, bro. I'm like, damn. I was like, I don't know how long I can do this for. But you know what? I stuck with them. And now they're finishing cars in like 3 hours. 3 hours.
2 or 3 hours.
2.5 to 3 hours.
So they went from 5 hours of tinting a car to 2. And talk to me, how did that happen?
Consistency.
Consistency, yeah, definitely consistency. You obviously learn things as you go. You know, learn methods like how to finish it faster, shortcuts, how to do it better, cleaner, and just have a good finished product.
So to anyone out there that wants to start a tinting business or anything in the car industry, what would your biggest piece of advice to be?
That once you start, don't stop. That was the biggest take that we took from one of our teachers. So we did take a course to learn how to tint in quotation marks. 3 days. They say in 3 days you're gonna learn how to tint. I had other students with me. And they told me, I had other students with me, and they had no prior knowledge of tinting, but thankfully me and Tony did have that. We had been tinting. We just wanted to take the course to perfect our skills. But those kids that did not know anything about tinting, had no prior knowledge of that, in 3 days they didn't learn nothing. You feel me? And a lot of those kids, as soon as they stopped that class, they stopped tinting.
Yeah.
And the difference between me and Tony is like, if we didn't feel good about ourselves, like if one of us just didn't feel like tinting or anything, it would automatically one of us would be like, yo, nah, bro, get up, let's go tint. Bro, it's cool. Like we would take like, bro, like from 5 p.m. to like 1, 2 in the morning, bro. It's sitting in the garage, bro. No heater, holes in our garage.
Oh, yeah.
It was snowing, bro.
That was, I think, that was when we were first starting off too. I think like 2024 January, like there was like 3 straight weeks where it was just like negative
Snowstorms, bro.
negative degrees outside, and like, you know, like I said, we document everything. There's videos like on our page right now, like just wearing full like a full jacket, ski mask, and just like, and you can like see our hands just shaking, car coming in with snow. It was rough, but you know,
Literal snow inside our mini garage.
yeah.
bro.
The thing that made it worse is that our garage wasn't like
fixed up.
fixed at all, so there was holes, so you can literally see light coming in, and yeah, just going back to like taking our course, I went in with like prior knowledge, and it definitely helped a lot. And like after those 3 days, the person that was like, you know, showing us, teaching us, the one thing that he said was like, just don't stop, like just keep tinting, and that really like just stuck with us, and like we just never stopped since.
But you know what? My favorite part of our business was definitely the part where we didn't know how to tint, but we were just so hopeful and dedicated and just excited to tint. For me, when we first started, bro, like I'm telling you, it's like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. Tony's texting me, I'm texting him and telling him, yo, bro, we got a car to tint, bro. I can't wait, bro. Like, and we didn't even know how to tint.
What we did for a minute was that he was working, dude. He was working, so he would work from 9 to like 6, 9 to 6, and then right after come
to his crib,
come to my crib and just tint. And that's why like we were like, you know, finishing at 1, 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
And like he repeated that like for
5-6 months, bro.
5-6 months.
Insane,
until
bro.
we finally said like, yo, let's both take this full time. And I was still in school, and he was doing that. So like 5-6 months of just that.
Both had very busy schedules.
It was like we really had like no free time, but like, we just knew we just had to do it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to talk a little bit about my come up as well. So I started off my first job as a lifeguard.
As a lifeguard?
You were a lifeguard?
You know how to swim, bro? You don't know how to swim.
So one time my mom was like, you gotta get a job. I was like, you know what? Working at a golf course, maybe it'd be good for me. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, as a lifeguard, you get to be tan. So I liked it, you know. I'm a little white right now, but you know.
I see
tan.
1 tan of you, bro.
But I was making $15 an hour, but it felt like daycare. I felt like I'm on the stand, I'm just overlooking these little kids, and I'm just watching them. I was like, all right, not for me. Get an opportunity to work at a car dealership. Start learning some more stuff about day-to-day life. Learning about sales, learning about cleaning a car. And did that for a year, loved it. Got to drive cars. I got to drive some BMWs, some nice Porsches.
Where did you work at?
Poogie, Downers Grove. Poogie, Volkswagen, Downers Grove. And, you know, it was nice for a bit. Everyone needs a 9 to 5 at first. No one's just going to go straight into a business.
Yeah.
No one's just going to be straight successful. It doesn't work like that. So I got into social media marketing with Esteban. I'm doing contract work for him right now. These are my clients right here. And I started with him, and I was working 2 jobs basically. So I'd work from 9 to 3, 4 to 8, and then I'd edit your guys' stuff from 11 to 2 a.m. It'd take me 3 hours to edit one video.
How long do you take now?
10 minutes.
Why are we paying him?
No, I'm playing. Like 15, bro.
Yeah, same thing. You always just...
You just always
you
like
get faster.
You always get faster.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to get to here is, I wanted to quit my job once I just started, and I wasn't making a lot. And I was like, all right, once you see, you probably see the same thing. Once you see that first dime from your own work, you're like, dude, I can achieve it.
Yeah, bro. One thing I gotta mention, bro. me and Ben quit our full-time jobs around the same time.
Dude, yeah.
And
Tell him, how did you feel? Tell me how you felt when you quit.
I was nervous as dude. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, I didn't even. Sometimes I wouldn't even have one car during the no. So we tried to get at least one car every day of the week, and there was times in the week where there was 3, 4, 5 days of no car, and I decided to just quit my job. I'm like, bro, like, am I crazy? Like, dude,
he's like, should I do it, bro? Like, fuck, like, he was like, no, but like, he just had to take that risk.
Yeah.
And he was telling me like, yeah, bro, just do it. And then my mom's over here like, hey, how you, the rent's coming up, I need help, and yada yada yada. I'm like, okay, yeah, I got it, bro. I ain't got it, bro. I ain't got it, bro.
But you gotta tell yourself, you know.
You gotta tell yourself you got it, even though you don't got it.
Yeah.
And dude, I remember I was a porter, so I clean cars. I'd wear shorts, beat up shoes, and a shirt. And I'd pull up to work in this, and I'd go change. Everyone's like, why does this kid have a duffel bag with other clothes, and why is he wearing business clothes? No one knew like what I was doing. I was kind of like mysterious. Everyone's like, all right. And then I'm shooting for one of our clients, shout out Kyle. I'm shooting for Kyle and McHenry. I get a call from my dad. He's like, hey Ben, today's the day. You can quit. And I was like, you playing a joke on me or like what? Because for the longest time he's like, this is just a side hustle. Like, you need a job with like benefits, this and that, yada yada yada. And I was like, why do I need benefits when I'm working for myself and I can buy my own benefits, right?
Yeah.
So he started to see more money come in, more consistency, me traveling, which I barely even traveled in my life, and I'm going to Dallas, Texas. I don't even know where else I went. I've traveled a lot.
Like LA, no?
San Diego, like I'm just traveling. There was 2 weeks I just traveled back to back. My dad's like, all right, like it's getting serious now, and I was just like, all right. Went into work. I'm like, hey, I'm quitting. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, yeah, like.
You didn't even put your 2 weeks in?
I put like 5 days in, bro. He was so mad. So I told him, I'm like, hey, like my last day is next Monday, and it was like Thursday. He's like, why? I'm like, well, my social media thing is working out. He knew in his head, he's like, oh, it's not gonna work out. Like, I told him about it, and they would like laugh. They would just laugh. They'd be like, oh, like you're working with like, they would say motor cars, they're like smuggling stuff and whatnot. They didn't believe anything was real money. And now it's like, look where we're at. Like, I never would think I'd be on a podcast ever in my life talking about how I used to clean cars, and now I'm sitting in cars that I dreamed about, Lambos. Like, I've had the opportunity to work with so much big people. And I think really the moral of what I'm trying to say is you need to take that risk when you're ready. You can't just take it right away, because then you're going to fail. You need to learn the actual values of life and how it is to work a 9 to 5.
Hell yeah.
And have something on the side. And then you make that side thing your main thing, and you make that other main thing nowhere. It's gone.
I think the best like advice I could give somebody that wants to start something is like, if you have that want and you like you have an idea what you want to do and you have that little spark, don't turn it off. Don't turn it off. Absolutely flame that little spark up all the way to the max that you can, and truly believe in yourself, because when you believe in yourself, you're investing in yourself. So if you really truly think you got it, I promise you got it. Don't think about what that person's doing, what this person's doing. Don't compare yourself to like nobody, bro. Because like at the end of the day, the only competition you have is within yourself. So if you can be better than yourself than you were yesterday, bro, you're killing it, and applaud yourself for that. You feel me? Because not a lot of people can wake up and automatically want to do better than what they did yesterday. You feel me? So like if you what's it called? You get an accomplishment, bro. Take a pause and say, yo, congrats to yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Because you brought yourself to that accomplishment that you did not have 4 months ago. Like, you didn't have the thought of making that accomplishment 4 months ago. So it's like, you really like, bro, it's, you gotta take a step back, bro, and just be like, yo, I did this shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it again.
And I want to touch on something as well before we get into, we're going to do rapid fire questions. So I want to talk about, I don't know if you guys do this, but journaling, vision board. Do you guys do any of that?
I do.
So when I was working in my 9 to 5, I think and even videoing myself, like for 5 months straight, it was like, what is your biggest goal? Quitting my 9 to 5. I wrote that for 5 months straight. And the day I quit my 9 to 5,
Scratched it off.
Fire.
It felt amazing. And now it's like, what's my goal? Retire my parents. Like, dude, your dreams get bigger as you achieve more things.
Hell yeah.
As you be more successful in life. And I like how you touched on, you need to, when you know, you need to stop, you need to pat yourself on the back. Because there's people that, and it's sad to say, but there's people that are homeless. They like, they're not doing anything. And you're doing good for the world. And you just need to stop, and you need applause for yourself. Because at the end of the day, no one's going to be your cheerleader except you. No one really cares that much except your parents, God. That's about it. Maybe your friends. But at the end of the day, you should be the one clapping for yourself more than other people. And if it's not that way, you're not doing life right. Who got you close to God?
Who got me close to God? My mom, definitely. But apart from mom, struggle, you know? When you visit, when you're in tough times, when things are happening around your life, the first thing I think of is God, you know? I'll be like, God, like, why is this happening?
Yeah.
And it took me a while to think when so when things go bad, you ask for God, right?
Yep.
But when things are good, sometimes you
forget.
skip.
You forget about him, right?
Yeah.
And that's how it was for me. And I'm glad you said that. When you're in tough times, and when I was struggling, you ask for guidance from God. God, guide me through the path that you want me to go through, right? But when you're winning, you're not thanking God. You're not thanking him for the things. And that's something that I've realized in the past 3 months, that God he's answered all the blessings I've asked, but I'm not thanking him for it. But when I was at my lowest, I was on my knees every day. But why can't I be on my knees every day now? What's different? There's nothing different. So once you really get that through your head, your relationship with God just gets so much closer. Let's talk about you. I mean, what's your why? Who are you doing this for?
Definitely my parents. Yeah, everything I do is for my parents. I like showing them results. You know, like I feel like they're like my biggest supporters and everything. You know, like they've always helped me like achieve things I need, and they always just help me through it. And I learned a lot from them. You know, they're always they're very hardworking. So, you know, my goal, your goal, I'm sure your goal too, is retire them. You know,
Anyone's goal.
Just retire their parents, pay off everything they owe, and just, you know.
Because it's like if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be born.
Yeah.
And we want to have the life we are.
I feel like the best thing is just having a strong connection with your parents. Like a lot of people, you know.
And we're blessed to have that because not a lot of people have that.
Yeah, not a lot of people have a strong connection with their parents.
A lot of people don't even have their parents.
Yeah, that's very sad to say. I am an only child, and like my mom is just like, my parents are always just like,
Yeah, bro, I see it, bro.
always on my
Oh,
ass.
not on your ass, but I was
They're
gonna
like,
say
you feel me?
that
Like they're always like on top of like everything
because
that
they
I'm doing,
care,
you know.
But
They-
I really see that they truly care and love about you. They care.
Yeah, bro.
They truly love you, bro. And I see it every time I walk into the house, bro. Like they treat me the same way they treat you. They treat me like family, and that's really how it should be.
Yeah, everyone I've brought over to my house, you know, they always treat them the same way.
All the shorties.
I'm not, no,
Yeah, tell the truth.
All the shorties.
no, bro. Yeah, everyone I brought over to my house, you know, always welcomed. Like, you know,
Fire.
with the good welcoming. My house is their house.
Yeah, I wanna touch a topic right now.
Okay.
Especially with everything that's going on. It's 2025. A lot of things going on in the world, just as there's going on
Plane
here.
crashes, bombs. Yeah, bro.
Presidents, bro, and towards our parents, we are, you know, we are immigrant childs. You feel me?
Yeah.
Parents come here from nothing. They come here from nothing, but they have that drive to give us something.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm born and I have a house. When they were born, my parents in Mexico, they didn't have a house. They lived with like 10, 12 family members in one crib. You feel me? My dad's a brother of like 10.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
14 uncles.
That boy was bumping.
Straight.
Bro, your grandpa was pumping.
But nah, bro, it's like, you feel me? Like, it's just like thinking of my parents. You know, I'm so proud of them because,
Yeah.
bro, they came from nothing, bro.
It's really the
Zero.
fact that, like, I'm sure, like, around our age, they came from Mexico here into the United States, and they built their, like,
Yeah.
life here with nothing. They didn't come with nothing. They didn't
That's
come with
crazy.
no money. My mom, my dad has told me crazy ass stories of when they got here, how, like, what they did, and it's crazy just to think about, like even, like,
That is crazy, bro. Because
Yeah.
they came from nothing.
they came from nothing, and, like, they
Yeah, bro. It's like, no, it's like, I'm proud of my parents, bro. I'm proud of like where I come from, who I am, and I think that's like a really big part of me that makes me want to succeed more and more. You feel me? Immigrant childs, you know, that turn nothing into something, and that's a quote that I heard. That's like, bro, it's just
Yeah.
like, bro, I fucking love it. You know, I love that. I'm Mexican. I love that I'm American.
Let's go.
Cause, bro, this shit's,
Yeah.
bro, very proud.
And I want to touch on last thing, this Bible verse. I have it on my arm. It's Proverbs 16:3. Commit your actions to the Lord, and your plans will succeed. And once I realized that once you commit all your actions to the Lord, and you let Him choose everything in your life, your plans are going to succeed no matter what, because it's up to Him. It's not up to you. When your plans are up to you, they don't succeed, right? So when you're planning events, they don't always go your way, right? But when you leave it up to God, it's always going to go your way, because it's always God's choice.
where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Where do I see myself in 5 years? Dubai. 100% Dubai. I mean, my mom always told me to shoot for the moon, aim for the stars. No, really, see myself in 5 years as an example of God. I see myself an example of God. Me walking around, people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's Ben. Like, he loves Jesus." And I just see myself just loving Jesus even more, just spreading the gospel on social media. And that's kind of the whole reason why I'm doing social media right now. Like, at first, I was just showing my life, but that got the best of me, right? I told you about that. And now I just post inspirational quotes, and I post about God. Because people are always on their phones, and they're going to see, hey, like, why does this kid keep posting about God? Every day you see my story, I post my Bible verse.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I ever told this one. Someone texted me, they said, hey, every day I look at your Bible verse and it helps me through the day. I've been depressed. I was depressed for a few years, and they told me that me posting that helped them. And I was like, I'm posting it for more than just myself. Like, there's generally people out there that, like, they look at that and they're like, oh. And me, just one person, just me getting one person closer to God is a domino effect. And it just keeps on going and going and going. And in 2025, 2024, there's not a lot of people that have God in their life. And people don't believe. But it's okay. But the more that we speak about it and preach about it and say the good that God has done for our lives, the more people are going to believe it. Because we are true examples of God. So seeing your parents come from nothing to something, how does that make you guys feel to work? Like, how does that change your work ethic?
I feel like it really motivates us into, like, just being better. And just
better in what sense?
So learning from what your parents achieved and just helping yourself, like, get to that point and better.
Yeah.
You know, we're young, we have a lot of knowledge. You can learn a lot on social media. They did all that without social media. They did all that with just being themselves. And I feel like we can really just
1000%.
Yeah.
learn from that and just be better.
Just be the next example for your family.
Yeah.
Exactly. My dad always tells me, I want you to be better than me. You feel me? And he tells me that with, like, straight out of love. And it's just like, he just really wants me to be a man, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he wants me to be a man for my mom, for my sister, for my little nephew. And I really take that to heart. For me, like, I always want to be better. Not because I'm competing with my dad, but it's like, if he already just led me to a point where it's like, he left me at a checkpoint. Now I got to continue that checkpoint to get to the finish line.
1000%.
So yeah, I mean, just as you know, we understand struggle. We understand not being able to buy the craziest things that you want.
Exactly.
So it's like, you know, learning, experiencing those that life with your parents is that's the part that really motivates you. You feel me? My dad has always been a person that, like, no, like, don't ever accept no as an answer.
Yeah.
If you can't get something, figure out how to get it.
Fire.
So that to me is like what being a man is.
Yeah.
For me.
Also, this too. I was in Dallas, and I was at this convention. It's like, you're not anything without your why. And, like, I feel like it was like God calling, like, hey, like, I just put your why right in front of you, and, like, this is what I'm working towards now. So it's like my dad and my mom are my why. So it's like I told them, like, in a few years, like, you guys aren't gonna be working, like, you're gonna be fine. So it's just like being a young entrepreneur. You guys can experience this as well. It's hard starting out, but once you're in those phases where stuff's happening and you're back against the wall, there's nothing else to do. You just keep on going, and, like, it's like feelings. Like, you just keep on going. Like, no one cares. Like, you just gotta keep on going.
You know, I think everybody has, you know, different backgrounds, different things they go through or whatever. And just like you say, your why, bro. You know, I go to church camps I used to go to, and right there, one of the biggest things that, you know, they put in your head is, what's your purpose? What's your why?
Yeah.
And, like, you know, that your purpose, your why, that's really what's gonna, like, drive you through, you know? And just having that purpose and that why behind your head while you're trying to do something is really what's gonna, like, push you to exceed, to push to your limits, to your goals and all that. So
tell us about, how was your guys' in high school? I mean, you graduated in what, 2020?
He graduated 2023. I graduated 2024. So we're like the same age, but he's just a year older than me.
I'll explain it as well. So this is kind of how I wanted to be an entrepreneur in high school. So I took this entrepreneur class, this photo class. I was like, all right, whatever, I'm just gonna do it because it's free, right? But once I graduated high school, I saw it as like, dang, like, I just learned all these things and I didn't even know it, and now I can use it in the real world. And, like, all those people in high school that are, like, the popular kids, they're not the popular kids anymore. They're nobodies. So I feel like people, if you're watching this, people out there, if you're getting bullied in high school, just know it's for the better. And there's better things to come. As me, I was bullied in high school my whole way, and I feel like that's how I was just built up. So you just gotta keep on going, dude.
Were you bullied in high school?
I don't know if you can like. Yeah, I mean,
Like how was your like? Talk about your like you in school. Did you like school? Were you good at school?
I wasn't horrible at school. Like I like reading,
Cap.
writing, like all that.
Cap.
I hate that shit. I hate reading. Like honestly, I was good at math, but like school and like, I just never like. I just didn't want to like do another like example. Go to college. I didn't want to do another 4 years of that.
No,
But I never like hated school.
like you good people around you, good environment.
Yeah, I feel like I had good people around me, good friends. I went to school with a couple of my cousins, and it was pretty dope. How about you?
I mean, personally, me for school, bro, just really never was it, My senior year, I think that's really where everything was pretty rock bottom for me. I just, things going on at home. School, I was just lost, bro. Like, I honestly entered. So my high school was, I basically jumped from a freshman to a senior because of COVID. So I really didn't really get to experience high school during that whole time of the whole COVID process, bro. It's just me and my 4 friends. It was just him and 2 of my boys. We spent the whole COVID together, literally just doing whatever, bro.
Just
Literally
doing the
whatever.
most random things. Just, living our high school.
Yeah. And I feel like
School
a lot
is
of
not in our head for sure.
and a lot of people don't touch on this, but like you guys will probably know this too, but some of your closest high school friends aren't even your friends anymore. And I feel like too much people in this day of age stress about having friends, but realistically they're not working on themselves to get better.
Yeah, you see that a lot. Like, everyone used to talk in high school.
Like I
You probably don't talk to half of them now.
I probably
Yeah.
talked to like 2 or 3 kids from my high school.
Yeah, I mean, I always like kept my inner circle like small. So I wasn't like I was like cool with everyone, but like not like friends on that type of level.
Yeah. And I just want to leave everyone off with that when you put it down your head and you really grind for those years, it's going to pay off. I put my head down, deleted Snapchat, deleted social media, grinded for 5 months, and it was tough. I was really depressed, but I really realized who my true self was. So anyone out there watching this, do it for you. Don't do it for anyone else. Because at the end of the day, no one else cares. No one else is going to pick it for you. But when you put down your head and you grind, you're going to find your true self and you're going to find your true values.
Absolutely.
And that's it.